Hey guys, welcome to Wargroove. We're here with the Wargroove Double Trouble co-op campaign this time. So, the first level we have here is Fledgling Thieves.
Here's the plan.
Getting into this getting into this new co-op mode, you see we have we have units of different colors. We have, well, first we need to do what the game wants us, so we have to capture this hideout.
Alright, this might be a squeeze. Or
Okay, but as you can see, once Wolfar took his turn, it switched over to the twins' turn. So this is going to be the recurring thing of the co-op campaign. You have to actually be in command of and account for two separate armies at once. So, the first thing we have to do is we have to come here and then ransack this village. And then they're effectively going to tell us about how the new unit that we have, Thieves, are very fast when they don't have anything stolen. But when they do, they become slower. So in order to actually deposit the money that you've stolen, you have to take it to a friendly hideout. It can be even a hideout that belongs to the other player. Okay, so we're going to use our second commander as the twins in order to just go straight forward, because they're going to be the first forces to fight the enemy. So the enemy's turn, they go in with their spearmen and swordsmen. Okay, so note, there's going to be two spearmen that show up here. One of them belonging to Wolfar and one of them belonging to the twins. So we're going to account for that later. Wolfar is going to immediately make his way towards the battle. Yeah, we don't have enough money to actually buy anything yet. The only thing we can afford is a sharpshooter. So sharpshooters are basically like long-range anti-infantry units. They're capable of picking off enemy foot soldiers, but they can't fight back in close combat, and they're very expensive and very weak. As you can see, they cost 750 gold. We currently only have 700. So with that, we're going to in-turn. The twins are going to move forward toward the bridge, and their thief is going to come down to the top, so that way Wolfar next turn can deploy his rifleman to the side. Again, with this mode, those are the types of actions you need to be thinking about, making sure you're not stepping on each other's toes. So Wolfar is going to continuously move forward. He's going to deploy one rifleman here.
Alright.
And as you can see,
Alright.
our reinforcements arrive. Yes, the rifleman is in range to pick off one of these spearmen. So we're going to move forward with the twins here on the beach. We're going to be losing some defense, but that's going to be fine considering we're also going to be outside of range of the swordsman. Yeah, we're going to be outside of range of the swordsman, so the only thing that can attack us would be the spearman coming in. The twin spearman is also going to follow Wolfar forward. We're going to move the thief down. They're going to ransack this village. The enemy's next turn, they go in for a counterattack on the twins. Okay, we deal large amounts of damage back to them. So the reason we want the rifleman in this position is because it's great at keeping this area that the enemy moves through towards the forest clear. So with the rifleman, we're going to send in our first attack. Yes, as you can see, they excel at taking out infantry, including archers, at a long distance. But they have a hard time repositioning, and they also have, if you can see down there on the unit's counter, they only have 3 shots. They've already used 1. So you need to actually move them in order for them to reload. So Wolfar Spearman is going to come forward. Wolfar himself is going to come forward, and he's going to take out this spearman here.
Away and boil your heat.
And with that, we're going to end our turn. The twins' next turn comes in. We're going to use this thief to ransack this village. That's effectively going to help deny income towards the enemy building more stuff. The spearmen are going to come in. The twins are actually gonna come down. They're gonna attack this swordsman, effectively weakening them and making sure they have nothing in the area. Yeah, very little damage is gonna be returned to them. We're gonna continuously use the rifleman to try and to pick off the enemy archers as they come in. The pikemen are gonna come forward. We do have to make sure we kill everything though, so you want to try and take out these stragglers as well.
Away and boil your heat.
Okay, so with that, we're gonna end turn. The twins' next turn is gonna come in. We're gonna move them to the side, and they can attack these archers here.
Let's hope this works.
Yeah, so the main goal is to send Wolfar up through this middle part here, or to this mountain, and have the twins either on the other mountain or coming in from the side. So that way you can close in on the barracks from two areas. They can't just choke point you here on this forest. The thief isn't really gonna be much useful from here on, but we are just gonna return. There we go, return the gold. We're gonna send the spearmen for it, but we're not gonna attack. Wolfar's riflemen are going to reposition to here and reload. So that way we're covering large amounts of the barracks' potential deployment space, as well as where they have the spearmen. We're going to send our own spearmen forward. Wolfar is going to come forward to these woods. And with that, we're going to end turn.
No.
We're gonna drop the twins' groove around here. So that way, in case Wolfar gets attacked, there's gonna be a chance that he'll be able to gain the healing from it, as well as they're gonna heal themselves. But again, you need to be careful because the twins' groove can actually heal the enemy as well if you're not careful. From this position, we're gonna deposit the gold. The enemy goes in for the next turn. Yeah, so we can turn around and finish off the swordsman next turn. Also, another thing to know about the riflemen is they actually can't target enemies that are inside forests, so that's why I decided to move them into this position, where it's not covering the forest, but it helps cover everything else as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to move Wolfar here. He's going to just attack. He's just going to attack this swordsman.
This might hurt a wee bit.
And this rifleman is going to attack this spearman here. So they effectively can't critical strike with it. And have the first strike. They would need to move. They would need to move this one first, but then send this one. So as for the twins, or the next Wolfar's next thing will be here. Fortunately, we don't have enough to make another rifleman, so that's why I thought the thief was pretty pointless. So we're just gonna end turn and then move on to the twins. Wolfar and the twins get a heal. We're gonna send the twins over here actually. So that way they can actually begin continuously picking off more and more of the enemy spearmen. We're gonna take some damage in return, but that's gonna be fine. Any sort of attacks that go in towards Wolfar and the twins will be picked off by the riflemen. Meanwhile, the spearmen are also gonna come in. The thief can just come down, maybe snatch this next village. it worked in luring the archer to us. That's good considering they're just going to heal that off. The twins are going to be attacked by the swordsman, but they're most likely going to deal large amounts of damage back. We're going to move the rifleman into this position, reload, so that way we have a full coverage of the barracks. So anything they deploy, considering they will only deploy swordsmen, spearmen, and archers on this level. Yeah, so pretty much anything that they deploy will be taken out. So you don't have to worry about the enemy building something like a knight or a golem. So with that, we're just going to move here and finish off this archer.
This might hurt a wee bit.
The spearman can continue, and with that we're gonna in turn. Thief is gonna come forward and snatch the next village. And there's no point in moving it anymore, considering it won't be able to make it back to the hideout in time for us to get the S rank. So we're gonna send the spearman to the center, and twins are going to come in and they're going to finish off this skeleton here.
You won't see this coming.
And with that, our turn ends. So the spearmen going for the attack on the twins. They're effectively going to have lots of amounts of damage dealt to them. So again, this first level is pretty easy. It's mostly just destroying all the guys they send at you and sniping the barracks when you get the chance. So we're just going to use riflemen to clear these guys out. Wolfar Spearman is going to come forward. Yeah, Wolfar is going to send his attack towards the barracks. And so now we basically move to the phase of hunting down all the weakened guys. The twins are going to move to the side here and they're going to take out this spearman.
This'll be loud.
And the pikeman is going to come forward and decapture the barracks for us, so that way the enemy can't deploy any more units. Now with that, we're getting our turn. The enemy tries to flee, but there's nothing else they really can do. In fact, we're probably going to finish them off with Wolfar's Groove.
Try and land on your feet.
Yes, they're both taken out.
You did.
So again, the first level of the Wargroove Double Trouble campaign isn't that bad. It's mostly just walking forward and fighting the enemy. You have two commanders, so you should be able to easily just overpower them, and then you have the riflemen, so you have the ability to continuously snipe them. It gets just kind of boring. I mean, the enemy, as you can see, tried to run away at the end, but so long as you're careful that the enemy doesn't actually outrun you and be like hides in the corner, you should be able to get the S rank for this pretty easily. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.